Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance. This is a T57 Heavy Tank. It's a Tier 10 American autoloader. It's located on the north spawn of Siegfried Line Assault, and it's under the command of Backstabber the Great. Battle started. 2 marks on the barrel. It's a 120mm barrel, and it actually says something on the barrel. What does it say? Pray for black. Was it? No, pray for slack. Oh, I wondered what that was. And it says Snoopy, I'm going home on the gun shield. Well, 120mm gun, which can do 400 alpha, penetrating 258mm of armor. It's got 4 shots in the autoloader, and it's 21 seconds or thereabouts to load a mag, 2 seconds between each shot. So in 6 seconds, it can dump 1600 hit points of damage on the enemy. Okay, first target's an AMX-30 who ventured too far and got punished. 2 shells, but 1 direct hit, and trying to get shots in that Skoda as well. It's got a nice cram on there, side on. Okay, we're going to move away from this bunker for the moment. Now it's an assault battle, 10 minutes long. You've either got to capture the cap or kill all of the enemy tanks in that period. So Backstabber's going to be doing his best, but unfortunately his wife is not playing in this game, and neither is his brother. So this is going to be a difficult game, but I'm sure he's up for it. Now he's going in through the central gates. This is a good spot to go in through because you can get this far, but there's always the worry that you might get hit by an Arty shell if somebody has got good Arty on the enemy team. They've got a GW Tiger. Now if he goes to the 0 line at E0, he might be able to lob shells over those buildings into this position. There's an IS-7 sitting on that corner, and we've got 4 shells ready for him, but he's not moving. This is one of these moments when it actually can be quite useful to move up. And you can see that our guys are doing quite well in the south. We're not doing so well in the north. And it looks like the enemy are positioning themselves in the A and the B row, which is not exactly very helpful for them, because by doing that, they are actually too far away from the action in the centre of town. Goes and gets a tracking shot on the T54. Second shot goes in. Tries for the engine bay on the 3rd. And he gets it on the 4th shell. But he takes a round from a 50 TP for 427 right through the side of that mag at the top. Yeah, that's the magazine bustle. He's lucky he didn't get an ammo rack in that, actually. If you get that area, you can sometimes get an ammo rack. Now, the ideal place to hit one of these tanks is actually in those cheeks. Oh, just put a round back into that 50 TP. And another one. And he's tracked him, puts the 3rd one into the engine bay, and the 4th one too, and he goes up with that one. And so he has actually picked up, and he got an arsonist because he set fire to him with the last shot. So that takes out that opponent. The guy had the impertinence to put a round into Backstabber, and he's out the game. Well, they're doing very well on the south, so I think Backstabber is going to be joining them. Sorry about that. I thought your gameplay was so similar that, yes, it was the same man. E50. Oh, he's just sitting there, and he's just going to get perforated like hell. That's 4 shots. 1 didn't penetrate at the end, but he did take 1 shot. 255 hit points lost, and that was for a Skoda T50. Okay, now he's almost loaded. It's going to see if that E50 is still sticking around there. Is he still there? Oh, he is! Tracks him with the 1st shot. 2nd shot goes in. Didn't get him on that one. Ricocheted off the armor. That one went in. Killed him. 2nd kill. In fact, he's the only player on his team who's actually managed to get kills so far. He's reloading his next mag. And he still hasn't touched the heat. So, working on the AP only at the moment. Or rather, he has touched the heat, but he's only working on AP. Right, that IS-7's going to need the heat rounds. Okay, he's changing position. Is he going to try and go around and deal with those guys head on? No, not for the moment. In fact, the mouse has now moved into the south area. And he's putting up stiff competition. Oh, and now we've got the Waifu. Build the waffle tractor with as many rounds as you can. And this will be a kill shot. Yes, nice. Unfortunately, he took a round from a T62A. And he took one round from the Waifu for 618. Ouch. So he's down now to 621 hit points. He's still not a one shot unless he gets touched by someone like a Jaegeru or a shipbarn for that matter. There is a shipbarn on the enemy team. So he just needs to make sure that FD4005 never sees him. Other than that though, he's still active. Okay, he's loaded, ready to go, and this time round it's heat. The Wizzy 120 moving ahead. He's going to find out who's around the corner. T62A is waiting for us to pop up. There he is, and misses him with the first round. That hit. He's moving to get away, but it's too late. He fires the third one in, or the last one in, I should say. And now he's just down to 8 rounds left. They've got 3 minutes 50 seconds to win the game. And there's still an awful lot of enemy out there. Yes, 11 enemies still in the game. I'm looking more and more skeptical of the chances of them winning this. The guys who are in the south actually have all been killed. The guys who had actually pushed in that far. And the only good player they've got left on their team is Backstabber. And he's the basically carrying his team at the moment. Oh, and now he's got trouble. This is the mouse, and he tried one round in. He tracked him with the second shot. Needs to pull back. He's popped the reload. That's going to leave him with a spare 2 shells at the end of the game. But it's increasingly going to look like he's not going to get it. That mouse angled the moment he realized what he was facing. He knew that he could be penetrated between the tracks, but he angled in such a way that he couldn't be hit. I very much doubt that he can do it with 6 shells. Not when there's so many enemies still alive. 11. The IS-7's a one shot, so he might be able to get some more damage, but it's very, very difficult for him to actually win. And the mouse is now coming to the gates. It's effectively like closing the door. We've got the Emil coming down as well. Here comes the Cranvon, tracks him with the first shot, goes to the lower plate, gets it through. Kill shot, oh! Unfortunately, the kill shot is for Backstabber because that was the IS-7 getting in a quick round whilst he was aiming at the Cranvon. And the Cranvon would have died with the next shot, but unfortunately it's Backstabber, which means that this is more than likely going to be a loss. That was the 2-minute siren. There's only 3 left on his team. And 2 of those are right at the back, the Arty and the tank destroyer, the Striv 103B. The Object 140 is the only one that's in enemy territory. And, well, at this point, all he can do really is spot for the other members of his team. And he managed to get a kill on the shipbarn. That's good news. But it's looking increasingly like he's not going to be able to get a kill. And unfortunately, that's the end of the Striv. We're now the Arty is running because he was spotted, so he's expecting an inbound Arty shell. So he's trying to get away to a new firing position. In fact, the enemy might be coming out to try and find him. And that's the last minute hooter. The Object 140 is still in enemy territory, but I don't think there's any chance that he can win. Right at the end of the road is a Striv 103B on that corner, blocking his path into the town, and he must have minimal hit points left. The team have only got 557 left. They're about to lose the Arty, the M53, M55. He's been spotted by Skoda T50 and taken out the game. And that means the Object 140 is the only remaining team member still alive. And I don't think they're going to find him because he's actually sitting here quite comfortably at the back of the map and they don't know where he is. 7 seconds to go. And that's it. Game over. It's a loss. Very sadly. Well, let's have a look at the end of battle results and see how it panned out. Well, it was the first class tank of a Backstabber the Great in the T57 Heavy Tank. He did as much as he could during this game, and you can see that by the end of battle results. He managed to get an arsonist because he set fire to one of the enemy tanks and watched it burn. I can't remember which one it was now. I think it may have been the E50M. He also managed to get a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, a bruiser for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 14, but best of all, he ended up with a high caliber. He did the most damage in that battle overall, and you can see even at the end he was fighting as hard as he could to try and take down that Cramvon. And his win rate for the game was 10,681, so there's no denying that he put the effort in to try and win that game, but the other team members just didn't. And you can see that on the amount of damage. Look at that, 8,158 hit points of damage. He was carrying the team major in that game. The next highest scorer was on the enemy team. The FB4005 on their team did 5,043, and then their Cramvon did 4,513. Now, he would have taken that guy down but for that last shot from the IS-7, which took him out of the game. IS-7 picked up a Spartan and a steel wall, and of course Backstabber managed to get the high caliber. He managed to get 3 kills, and that's equal with the same number that the Cramvon managed to get. And he also picked up 676 base XP, but he was beaten by the Cramvon with 1,146. 943 goes to the ship barn, and 913 goes to the IS-7. In fact, actually, I'm just checking this because, no, he didn't get the kill on the Cramvon. I think somebody else did on the team right at the end of the game. He fired 33 rounds, got 27 direct hits and 20 penetrations, damage of 8,158 hit points, of which 3,630 were at more than 300 meters. He received 12 hits from the enemy, 5 of which were penetrations, 6 non-penetrations, and 1 hit by way of splash damage. He blocked damage of 1,430 hit points in total, spotted 3 enemy vehicles, damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 3, and on a premium counter, he earned 91,833 credits, got 40,345 from the holiday ops, and 6,570 for courageous resistance. That's for getting an epic medal, the high caliber, or a battle hero medal, I should say, in a losing or a drawn game. His total came to 138,748, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he took home a profit of 13,940 credits. He received 27 bonds for the game, I think that's Veni Vidi Vici plus the high caliber, and 1,014 XP, 574 for courageous resistance, took home 1,588 altogether. So, it was a loss, but you can see that there's no denying the fact that Backstabber the Great put in the most effort in that game by far, and he deserved the win, but just didn't have enough shells left and didn't have enough friends to continue the battle. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button so you can get alerted when a new video comes out. Thanks for watching.